Ah, there, that might be fixed. Right. Good evening, everyone. Can someone please write in the chat that they can hear me? Please. Yeah. Evening, everyone. Welcome to the Pit Stop Series, round 4. Is it round 4? We're going to go with round 4. And we're here, Div 2 in Austria. I'm completely new to this league. I've jumped in to help with some comms every now and again on a Saturday when the other guys can't make it. My name is Chetty2511. And yeah, a few names I recognise here, a lot of names I don't recognise. Be interesting to see what is going on in the Pit Stop series as Agent Tubbs goes into provisional pole with a 104.660. Let's have a look at some of the standings because I don't know who's good and who's not. Well, I know who's good. Tem, my goat, he's good. Ted Head goes onto the front row with 104.722. Macbeth just behind with a 104.747, and that was a bit of a dubious entry into the pit lane by Blowjob Killer, who also takes out the speed limit sign. I'm not sure if there's any penalties awarded for that sort of thing here. The Williams driver. So, right, who is on a lap? I don't think Ted Head's on a lap. Agent Tubbs, I think, is prepping to go on a second lap. Let's have a look at what tyres people are on here, because there's a lot on mediums. Oh, I suppose, yeah, it's SQ1, isn't it? Yeah, so we're making use of the medium tyre to save some for the main quali. Oh, I didn't agree to this. SQ1, so I'm guessing we've got another quali session after this. Oh, wow. I didn't agree to this. I've had a busy day. I've been to football today. We're watching my local side in the FA Trophy. I've had a few beers. I've got home. I was about to order a takeaway, and yeah, the boys needed a commentator, so I've stepped in. I've held off on the takeaway, but Arsenal boys promised me that he's going to be ordering it for me. So I'm just waiting for him to ask what my address is, so he knows where he's ordering it to. Right, who is on a lap? David _101234 is on maybe not on a lap. No, he's used a lot of his battery. Gummins, is he on a lap? Maybe. A bit shaky there as he comes through into sector 3. Oh, does he do? Oh, very close to track limits there on the second to last corner. Gummins with a 105.460. It's not going to be challenging front. How long have you got left? 5 minutes of the sprint quali left. Arsenal boy says that's a sexy voice. I mean, it would be a sexier voice if it had a takeaway on its way, mate. Let's just say that. I don't know what I fancy. Earlier on, like when I was in in the car with my mates on the way home. I was like, oh, fancy Chinese, but it might not be a Chinese now. By the time this is finished, it's going to be like, we're going to be at kebab o'clock, I think. Who have we got to go? Lick hasn't set a time yet. Abelli looks like, oh, he's on a lap. He's on a lap. He's gone purple in sector 1. He's on the softs. Let's have a look. Nicely through. I'm going to get my track map up because I forget all the corner numbers around here. Purple through sector 2, so this could be as he come through the final couple of corners. Maybe lose a little bit of time in the last couple of corners, but he is on provisional pole with a 104.617. So Abelli is provisional pole. Macbeth is coming out. Zhezhny, is he on a lap? I think he is. He's got McLaren dancing around in front of him, but the McLaren gets out of the way. I think that's the McLaren of Lick. So here's Zhezhny. Can he improve? A bit slidey there out of, I think that's turn 4. Yeah, it comes through 6 into 7 quite nicely. This is going to be an improvement. Ooh. Cuts the corner a little bit, but he, oh, massive 4 tenths off of Abelli's time. A 104.221 is now the benchmark. A massive lap by the Mercedes driver. I'm going to try and have a look at where are all the standings in the server. Div 2 standings, here we go. Drivers' Championship. So Abelli, Macbeth, David, Garislav, Ch 103, Arsenal boys. Why is Arsenal boys not racing? Just chatting away in the chat and not actually racing. Gummers, Snow, Millie, Nolly, Blowjob Killer, Griever. So Zhezhny looks like he's a newbie to the division, as is Agent Tubbs, as is Ted Head. God, there's loads of newbies here. Well, I'm not the only new person here. We can all be new together. Right, let's see what else is going on here. It's a bit hectic, isn't it, sprint qualifying? This is Gio Damley. Oh, looks like he's just on an in-lap. Probably the same as 10. So the only person not to set the time yet is Aqua Ninja, who is on a lap. Let's see how Aqua Ninja does. Tidy there through turn 4. He goes fastest through sector 2. And Aqua Ninja challenge near the front here. He goes over the line. No, he can't. Okay. Is David on a lap? I think David has just finished a lap. Tubbs, I think he is on an in lap. Take head. Goes up into P4. Charlie Goat. No improvement for him. And Tem comes across the line. And no improvement for Tem either. So there's our sprint grid for you. Zhezhny and David _ 101-234 on the front row. Agent Tubbs and Ted Head 08 on the second row. Belly Macbeth 655, 5th and 6th. Charlie Goat 4 and our Gunners 7th and 8th. Gio Damley and Tem in 9th and 10th. Aqua Ninja 2G and Jakey Riki 23, and there was two other drivers there that we didn't see, as we get a nice look at the rear of Tem. What a sexy looking rear Tem has. Yeah, I went there. Chetty, my head is bandaged up. That's why I'm on tentative in DRL also. Tem would have been pole if I didn't invalidate by a Fred. And I'm on the wrong setup. Well, Tem, that's not goat behaviour, I'm afraid. So, I don't know how long we normally get with the sprint. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I don't want anyone to say anything in the chat. We'll get a surprise when it just starts absolutely shitting it down. Can I say shit? I've said shit, so yeah. Wouldn't mind it absolutely shitting it down for the sprint, just to make things interesting. And we'll see how the race goes. And here we go. And lights are out. I don't think there's any formation lap. And away we go. As Zhezhny gets away, nice and easy. David, there's a bit of bargy at the back. Oh my God, Ted out straight away. Yeah, there's all sorts going on. Zhezhny and David get away nice and easy. Tubbs, a belly, a Gunners. Ted is currently sitting P6. Gio Damley P7. Macbeth, I think him and Charlie go 4 involved. Charlie, oh, there's some front end plate off someone there. Who was that off of? As Charlie Goat, Macbeth, I think that was Ray GT all making contact there. Trying to work out whose front end plate was that. I'm sure we'll find out. Oh, it looks like it's Charlie Goat 4. He struggles to get round, and that's someone else's end plate come off. That looks like Blowjob Killer in that small back group. Losing his. Yeah, that's gonna be a struggle around here. As Blowjob Killer and Licked go side by side, and Licked finding a bit of grass there. Blowjob Killer goes a bit wide. Yeah, so have a look at what's going on at the front. As Jesney and David _101 234 get away quite nicely, opening up a bit of the gap. Belly just behind them, but then a solid 1.5 seconds back to our Gummers in the Alpine, as we see a yellow flag in sector 2. Looks like there's still a bit of tussling between the back markers as David sets the fastest lap, followed by Macbeth for the fastest lap. Right, so DRS is open. Are we going to see a move here? Of course we will. Nice and clean. Got it done early, and Szczesny goes straight into the back of him. We didn't really get a good angle. It looks like there's no lasting damage to Szczesny's front wing. We did see a bit of a collision there between the two of them. So we'll leave those 3 at the front. We've got 4 very tight. Our Gummers, Macbeth, Gio Damey, Tem and Agent Tubbs. All 4. Our Gummers, Macbeth, Gio Damey and Tem all tight together. Our Gummers going a little bit over the line there. Will we see Macbeth make a move into turn 1? No. He's going to hold off as Charlie go for DNS. You can see a safety car early in this race. DNF in the pit lane. I think he DNF'd in the pit lane. As Macbeth just struggles to get a bit of traction in turn 3. Holds on. Bit of a fight there, but Tem manages to get past our Gummers. So that 4 still all tight together. And Belly looks like he's just buying his time following Szczesny and David, who tried really hard. I don't know what happened there. Essentially just completely lost it in the penultimate corner, and it's gone from P2 to P10. Wow. So now can Abelli chase David down? I think he's lost DRS. He has lost DRS. But can he get within that 1 second for the last couple of corners? Macbeth and Tem, one McLaren driver, one Red Bull, just easing away from Gio Damley and Rake Jiki, who has picked up a penalty, as well as our Gummers. And we did see them going wide a couple of times earlier on in the race. As Abelli does get back into DRS range, and he might not attack right now as Licht picks up a 3-second time penalty. He's going to bide his time. Will he have a go into turn 4? I think he might here, because he is very close to the back of David with the Ferrari. David seems to just have that little bit of speed out the corners that is helping him just keep a belly at bay in this sprint race as we through the halfway mark already. Lightning quick race. I mean, 12 laps around here is literally like 12 minutes. have a look. So we've got Rake Cheeky, our gunner's just behind him. As Tem picks up 3 seconds, so that more or less we'll see Macbeth probably on a podium. Tem, is he going to make a move? No, decides to he's back out of it and yeah, have a go into turn 4. Interesting to see David on the hards. Will we see those come into play towards the end of this race? As Abelli sits in the lead, will David have another go at him? These two well ahead of the rest of the field now. David goes right into the back of Abelli. Just missed his braking point. No harm done to either car. Well, the top 4 I think is more or less settled now. Rake Cheeky, who's 2.5 seconds, well 3 seconds behind Tem, closely followed by our Gunners, Aqua Ninja and Agent Tubbs. As Macbeth picks up a 3 second. Okay. Tem is back in the race with that mistake by Macbeth. As David _101234 retakes the lead. We will come back to those two at the front for the last couple of laps, I think. Yeah, we've got 2 battles here. Involved in the podium. That's between David and Abelli for the race win, and Tem and Macbeth for 3rd position. As Macbeth just just let Tem that he was know that he was there on the inside. I'm sure see him have another go. As you can see on the telemetry, Macbeth hasn't got much to attack with, and I mean Tem hasn't got much to defend with, but it's more than what Macbeth's got. As we see the front 2, it's turning out to be quite a good race for the Red Bull team. Abelli's dropped right behind now, and I think this is where David's hard tyres have just come into play in the last lap or so, and yeah, he's well away now. So it looks like that battle is done. We'll keep an eye on the interval time just in case it does close down, but we've got Macbeth and Tem. Both on the mediums. Tem keeping the DRS, he did. As Licht picks up 3 seconds. Tem just needs to try and stay in the DRS and try and save up your battery. A final attack on the final lap, I think. Here we go, final lap. Tem versus Macbeth for the final podium position. Tem makes the move. I think Macbeth kind of conceded it a little bit and he's going to have a go here. Oh, and he's gone straight into the back of Tem. And I think that is all she wrote for the top four. Cheeky and Agent Tubbs close by, following behind Aqua Ninja, our Gunners, Gio Damley 4 seconds behind Zhezny, who started the race so well, and then I think he just lost traction going into the penultimate corner and ended up into the wall, which cost his race. But I expect we'll see him back in the feature race. Aqua Ninja picks up 3 seconds. Will that cost him a position at the end? Yeah, Zhezny coming over the line, blowjob killer. So an action-packed sprint race. It was very quick. It felt like it took no time at all. So David, then Abelli, then Tem, Macbeth, Rake Cheeky, then Agent Tubbs, Aqua Ninja, Gio Damley, all picking up some points for the championship. But I expect we'll see in the feature some better performances from some of the other drivers. So we go into, I'm guessing it's another short quali for the feature, yes. I'm still thinking about my takeaway. Any suggestions from the chat? I'll probably order it soon and then it should be here for after the feature race, hopefully. Oh, Tem's got a quali ban. Oh, that sucks for you. As we see, Licht, first one out of the garage. John's? No, there ain't a Papa John's here, mate. And I'm not even that keen on Papa John's. I don't know. There's a decent pizza place here. It's in like one of the. It's like a van that pulls up outside some of the pubs, and yeah, they're quite good. But I'm not feeling pizza. Yeah, Horsham doesn't have Papa John's. It used to. It used to have a Pizza Hut as well. Yeah, we just got Domino's and then some other average pizza places, and then yeah, the one with the van is quite good. I think Leeds has gone wide there and screwed up his outlap. Yeah, he has. So who is on a lap? Like properly. Leeds must not have. I think he is setting a time. I thought he went wide at the final corner and invalidated his lap. He goes, well, of course he's going to go purple. It's the first one to set a time. So what is the benchmark? I think it was 104.2, wasn't it, in sprint quali? Or we see better than that. So 104.9 to get us started. Blowjob Killer's gonna follow on 106.2. Charlie Goat, which has gone purple through sector 2. McLaren makes way for him. We've got a 104.7 from a belly, and Charlie Goat goes wide. That's probably invalidated that lap. Oh no! He went so wide, like so wide. How was that counted? A 104.740. He went so wide. As Ted Head 08 takes provisional pole, but 104.480. Aidan Tubbs also on the front row, 104.723. Who else have we got? Is David out on a lap? He's on an out lap. We might follow David. Zezhny is on his lap. Let's follow David 101.234 in the winner of the sprint race as he goes on his lap into turn 1 nicely. Going to the TV pod. Turn 3. I think he's actually. No, I think he's still pressing his tyres, or is he not? Oh, he's got a huge amount of battery. Is he with sandbag? Oh, he's run out of fuel. Validated. Zezhny takes the original pole, 104.289. Arsenal boys, got a Burger King there. Also, you are pretty quiet compared to game volume. Yeah, mate, I'm not using a proper streaming software. I'm just streaming through Xbox. Is that better? Oh, also we do commentary driver of the day. Who was your sprint driver of the day? I don't know. I'll have a look. I have to re-decide that. 10 places up to P3. Wink, wink. People will think I'm being biased. I'll probably have to get to the race winner in the sprint because he went with the right tyres, like stuck in there, and then was able to just pull away right at the end. It's gonna be boring. Oh, that boring part in quality. It only gets exciting like the final round of laps. It's, Right, so Belly looks like he's out on a lap. Probably got time for one lap here, get yourself back in, and then maybe time for one more after that. Comes through sector 3. Is it an improvement? I didn't see his split time. A bit slidey through the final corner, but goes onto the front row. 104.439. Szczesny, our current pole sitter, who had that bit of a disaster in the sprint. He goes and starts his, I'm guessing it'll be his penultimate lap. Are we going to see a pole sitter in the 103s here? I expect we may do. Comes through the final corner. Is it going to be improved? It is an improvement at 104.251. Does Charlie Goat on? No, I think he's aborted his lap. Macbeth 655 is on a lap. As we see a kick of Charlie Goat bringing out a yellow flag. So any improvement for Macbeth 655? There is a 104.657, takes him up to 5th, or her up to 5th, I don't know. Them up to 5th. Our Gunners has been DSQ'd. Don't know what he did. Got licked on a lap. Is there going to be any improvement for Licks? This is probably the last opportunity for him. No improvement. Might be able to recharge and go again. Aqua Ninja out on an out lap, I think. As Gio Donnelly maybe any improvement on his P9. Looks like there might be. Keep an eye on the track map to see who's coming round to start their lap. I think that's Ted Head coming round the final corner. No improvement to Gio Damley as Ted Head. Right. Has he got something to challenge for the pole? 6 100ths up. He's going to need more than that. So it's all about the next couple of corners, really. He's going to have to take off at least a tenth or two to have any chance of threatening that pole position. Hey, 4 tenths up. Wow. Tedhead is on a lap here. Can Tedhead do it? As David 101, 2, 3, 4. Tedhead has gone wide. Oh. Tedhead was probably on for pole then. So it looks like it's just down to a belly now. Is he on a lap? No, I think he invalidated his lap. So I think that is our grid for the Austrian Grand Prix in Div 2. We've got David 101, 2, 3, 4 sitting on pole. Zhezhny next to him on the front row. Aqua Ninja and then Belly will be on the second row. Tedhead, Macbeth, 5th and 6th. 8th, Tubbs and Charlie Goat, 7th and 8th. Gio Damley and Lick, 9th and 10th. Rake Jiki and Blowjob Killer, 11th and 12th. Tem serving a quali ban in 13th. And R Guns, who is DSQ'd from quali, in 14th. Who will win there? Oh, God, you've got to go with David now. The winner of the sprint race. Taking pole by just 19 hundredths. Why can I hear the game chat? That really hurt my ears. The Merc dominance is boring fans. So, will we see some funky weather to muck about with the race? Or are we going to see another dominant performance from David? Quite hard doing comms by yourself. Like, normally, just have a chat with someone now. And I'm kind of sat here just chatting to myself. Hopefully next time, yeah, we'll have me with someone else. So who do we think for the race win? Well, I'm gonna say David or This is the problem. Here we go. Can Szczesny stay out of trouble? Because he looked good in the sprint. Can he make amends and stay in the running? Will we see Tem, who in the sprint went from 10th to 3rd? Ben Arnold is saying a Merc 1-2 with Szczesny and Ted Head. I want Szczesny to win, just because we're not going to call it a bottle in the sprint, but he fumbled. It was a massive fumble. Right, when do we get started? We'll start at 03. Okay, so in less than 60 seconds. I don't know what time it is. Exactly. We should be starting any second now. No one gonna start? Anyone? Now, here we go. Right. 5 red lights. And away we go. As David leads the way. Szczesny just behind. Belly looks, I think it was more or less all clean. A couple of drivers going wide at the back there. Lipton, Giordano went wide. Tem making up some places as 3 cars all go well off track. It was Rake Cheeky, Blowjob Killer and Gun. Charlie Goat making a great start there, up 4 places, Tem up 5 places. As you see the possible strategies for the race. The game saying a 2-stop medium hard hard is possibly the best strategy. I'm not too sure what is the best. Let's have a look at. Yeah, possibly a medium hard hard. David leads the way. All still closely done. Just Gummers and Rake Cheeky being some damage as Rake Gummers gets new front wing, and the same with Rake Cheeky. So both having to pit early. And they'll get onto some fresh mediums as Licht goes off track. Puts him a little bit behind Blowjob Killer. David still cruising and in the front. You've got Agent Tubbs who opted for the soft tyre, maybe hoping for a safety car, as Macbeth already picks up a 3-second penalty. Agent Tubbs has got to make these soft tyres work for him here. But it looks like he's already in a bit of trouble as Tem cruises past on the hards. Those softs really not working for Tubbs. Chesney took the lead there. I completely missed that. So still not much separating the top 8. All within DRS of each other. Agent Tubbs really struggling on those soft tyres. As Joe Damery is going to make a move. Oh, some contact between the two of them. Looked precarious. We'll just say it looked precarious between the two of them there. Come back to the front runners on board with Action Ninja 2G. He's following Chesney and David. I think it's going to be a case, especially between the top 4, who blinks first, come off of those medium tyres and whack on the set of hards. Still should be some time before that happens. I think maybe 8-9 laps until we see the medium runners start to come off. It'll also be interesting to see who took part of the tyres there. Nook 200707 says, who's Actor Ninja? I don't know. He's the Williams driver in 3rd place. That is all I know. Still fairly close together. Gio Damley has dropped off of the back of Tem. Gummers and Tubbs, who's given up on those soft tyres, and he's whacked some hards on. Gonna have to do a bit of work now, just get himself back into contention. He makes the move on Gummers, his teammate, quite easily, no fighting really to get that done. As David retakes the lead, it could be a bit of a common theme here. David and Chesney just interchanging positions between the two of them each lap as they set the pace. Our Gummers 3-second time penalty for him. But Gummers Lick, Macbeth and Charlie Goat all with penalties already. keep an eye on what's going on everywhere. Licht following closely behind Blowjob Killer as 10 picks up a 3-second time penalty. Blowjob Killer going quite wide there. Is Licht going to have a little look here into turn 1, or is he going to just hold off? And attack into turn 3. I think he's going to attack into turn 3. No, he isn't. He's biding his time. I think he has to get the move done now if he wants to start catching up with the pack, because he might be getting slowed down a little bit here. He makes the move on Blowjob Killer, who kind of lets him through and locks up a little bit into turn 4, but gets away with it. So David has pulled a little bit of a gap here on Szczesny. Must have been a mistake there by the Mercedes driver. Pulled away. Szczesny now needs to work hard, and he's burning all he can to try and get back in within the DRS. He has done. I think here we've got Szczesny must be on a higher downforce and David on the lower downforce, because Szczesny really closed that gap down the straight between turns 1 and 3. What else is going on here? Belly and Tem, the 2 Red Bull drivers, both in 2 different liveries this week. I don't know why. Maybe because it's Austria. Who knows? Looks like Abelli is going to have a little look at Macbeth here. Yep. Makes the move. Nice and clean. Just about. So Belly moves into 3rd, and he's going to head off down the road after Szczesny and David. Our front 2 just sitting just over a second in front of him as Blowjob Killer picks up 3 seconds. Right, so lap 9. I imagine we're going to see someone come in here. Who's going to blink? Staying out. Interesting. Belly has closed the gap right up. Someone, who is that at the back? Is that Aqua Ninja that's come in, put some hards on, and Blowjob Killer has come in and is going to put a fresh set of hards on. Belly now needs to try and get past Szczesny. He needs to make these hard work for him now. So he gets past Szczesny, as Macbeth also makes the pass. There was some contact there from someone, and David and Szczesny both into the pits, and now it's up to Abelli to just get a wiggle on down the road and try and nullify the undercut, which is going to inevitably come. As Charlie Goat 4 sets the fastest lap of 1:07.257. David manages to get out just in front of Charlie Goat, or just behind Charlie Goat. And he's going to need to get ahead of him very quickly. And he does so. What about Zhezny? He's found himself stuck behind Aqua Ninja. Now, this is a problem for Zhezny. Losing a lot of time to David, who is best part of 9 seconds up the road from him now. As a McLaren, they go round like as Macbeth brought out the yellow flags in out of turn 3. It all looks well. Will we see Macbeth head into the pit lane? I think so, yeah. Macbeth is in. Followed by Gio Damon. Kem is in with a wing change in the medium tyres on. So a belly, I think Licht pit, didn't he? Did Licht pit near the start? No, so it's just a belly and a Licht, the only two yet to put some fresh tyres on. And Zhezny goes past Licht. David now just well on the way to closing that gap with a belly, which once he pits, he's going to be a good 15 to 20 seconds behind. It'll be interesting to see here if Abelli trying to one-stop. Does he think he can take the hards long enough and then try and one-stop there? Right, Gio Damley, is that a full course safety car or is that a VSC? Gio Damley is DNF. I think it's just a VSC. Haven't got any notification. The safety car is out, so we're going with a VSC. This game doing wonders once again with the graphics, but it's just saying caution in sector 1. So the VSC, as the belly comes in, Licht picks up a drive-through penalty. Could have worked out not so bad for a belly, saving plenty of time by pitting under the VSC. And as we go racing again, David leading the way once again. Charlie Goat following very closely behind, keeping check on him. Head just behind those two. Needs to be careful not to lose that DRS. Abeli 5 seconds further up the road, and Szczesny 6 seconds further back from that. So that's a huge gap between Szczesny and David, considering they both hit 4 laps ago at the same time. And I don't think there was much more than a second between them. So Charlie and Ted Head are quite happy that David leads the way here. As there's incident in sector 3 maybe. Well, I think that was Licked again. He's really struggled so far in this race. I think he's got a drive through. I think it might have been served. Well, he's yet to serve it. Not been his day today. Szczesny probably needs to make a move here and get past Aquaninja and try and get himself up the road, as Abeli goes fastest with a 106.948. Macbeth with a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. There's a bit of swapping places there between David and Charlie. And Szczesny gets past Aquaninja. Right, he needs to get himself up the road and try and close that gap on Abeli now. Who is very slowly eating into the gap with Ted Head. Abeli can latch himself on, and I think he's well in this race. Even then, it's all down to who went with which tyre set. You're going to have some going onto the mediums and some going onto an unset hard. Earlier, the medium 2 will naturally drop off after about 9 laps. Safety car, got a safety car. That was our Gunners. I think he might have caught the inside of the wall at the final corner. I don't know how, but it has caused the safety car. What are we going to see now? We're surely going to see Agent Tubbs come in. Licked is coming already. Charlie Goat is in. David is in. Abeli's in. Ted Head's in. I think they're all going to be coming in. And I think it's hard to the end. It's going to be hard to the end for everyone. Jensen's in, Aquaninja's in, Tem is in, Agent Tubbs is in, Macbeth is in, Blowjob Killer is in. Rate Geeky is still coming through sector 2. Licked has come in, but he's probably taking it easy because he's only got a medium set of tyres on, and he's got 18 laps to try and survive on them. There we go. Well, I think Aquaninja and Agent Tubbs and Macbeth are probably well out of contention now. I don't think the mediums are going to last anywhere near as long as they'll need them to. We will see the pack punch back up. That's given a bit of a lifeline to Chesney, because whatever happened in that last round of pit stops, it did put him quite a way behind David. So probably going to get another lap of their safety car as we let Licht and Rake Geeky catch up to the pack. Rake Geeky is on a set of softs. That's interesting. How long is the safety car coming in now? Looks like David has let the safety car go, so it must be coming in. So here we go, final 15 laps of round 4. Division 2 of the pit stop series. And David leads the way. Charlie Goat keeping tabs of him just behind, a belly just behind him. Technically 3 seconds. What's happened here? There we go. And Ted goes really wide And he's going to put himself under pressure from his teammate. Is he going to let his teammate go, though? I think no, he's not. And Jesse manages to get himself through ahead of Ted. He loses out to Aqua Ninja. The two of them going wheel to wheel around turn 5. And Ted had just about managed to keep 6th place and keep Aqua Ninja at bay. As we go back to the front, Belly, Charlie Goat and Tem all chasing down David. Made a solid start, DRS enabled. And I think we can have a bit of a train, or Belly might just lost DRS. He did. I think Tem may be a little too far back to challenge him, but so Tem may be playing a bit of the team game here and just sort of protecting your belly a bit. Just see if Belly can get into that gap between himself and Charlie Goat. Jesny sits behind Tem. I expect we're going to see him have a go at the two Red Bull drivers here. Agent Tubbs picks up a 3-second penalty. So David coming round the final 2 corners to set us off on lap 24. Only 12 to go. Belly still outside of DRS, picking up a 3-second time penalty. Tem was using a Belly just to keep that DRS to fend off the chasing Mercedes drivers. Occasionally goes a little deep into turn 3, but keeps it together as Charlie Goat and David exchange places once again. And Charlie right on the back of David there into turn 4. And then just gives him a bit of space. Yeah, no need really for these front two to fight each other. They can help each other get away from the rest of the pack. Belly working really hard to try and get back into the DRS. I don't think he did it in time for that straight, but he will definitely have it open coming out turn 1. So what could happen here? I mean, Chesney's still on for a podium he holds on here because of the people with penalties in front of him. As Belly goes a little bit wide, picks up a bit of grass and drops back a little bit as Blowjob picks up a 3-second time penalty. You know, Rake Cheeky at the back there, looks like he's disappeared into the oblivion. Restarting on the softs probably wasn't the best idea. Right, final 10 laps. David leading the way, Charlie goes 4, followed by a Belly, followed by Ted, and Ted Head about a second and a half behind him. Looks like Chesney might have had an issue and he dropped behind his teammate. Really, probably between a Belly and David here for the race win. Once you've taken the penalties into account, Agent Tubbs for a 3-second time penalty. And Belly get himself past Charlie Goat. will David slip up, or will he continue a very impressive week following up from his sprint win? And Amelie goes round. Well, pretty much does. Oh, safety car's out. No, what happened? I completely missed that. Why did the safety car come out? Oh, I didn't look at the screen for like 10 seconds, and safety cars come out again. So what happened here? Is it all going to stick on the hards? Is someone going to take a gamble? There's a good 9 laps to go. The soft's not going to go that far. Nobody's got any fresh media. So instead we're going to see everyone stay out. We might see a couple take a gamble on the softs and hope that the safety car doesn't come in any time too soon. So none of the front pack have gambled. No gambles whatsoever. Everyone staying as they were. I don't know what happened there. What is this? Sauber brake check. Well, I completely missed what was going on. I was just sitting here, minding my own business, and another safety car came out. So, bunched back together. Szczesny now back with a chance. Surely his teammate had to just let him go at the start. He's the only one really challenging for the race win here. I can't see any of the front runners other than him with their time penalties. We go racing again. David clean through turn 1. Charlie following close behind. Ted has got ahead of Charlie and is going to go after David. Blowjob fella picking up now the 3-second penalty. Szczesny has to get past Charlie here. And he makes a late move into turn 4. He's going to pull it off. He's done it now. He needs to get up the road. And with any luck, his teammate can put David on the front and slow him down. Charlie, after such a good first 30 laps of the race, finds himself now in 4th and relatively slim chance at a podium. Ted goes ahead and David turns into the back of him. Go side by side out of turn 2, 3 seconds for a belly. And then goes for the switch back. He's got the run. They're going to go side by side here. The worst to see what was going on there. Ted. Here to stop David from completing the double. See Charlie Joe and Macbeth and Ackerman are going to be struggling now on those cars, but they're screaming. Expect Tem and Abelli and Blowjob Killers to make their way past those two very soon. But yeah, this battle at the front. Charlie's managed to get his head back on and fight his way back into contention. Szczesny falling just out of DRS. He's going to be under a bit of pressure here from Charlie Goforth. Really does need his teammates to help him out a little bit, I think. Last thing that Szczesny needs is to get sucked into that following group. Did Szczesny? No, he didn't get DRS. And to burn everything he can to defend down the back straight. It looks like, as things stand, that you show us the pens. But there's so many. There you go. Oh. I thought Charlie only had 3 seconds. He's got 12. Okay, so Charlie's like provisional. I don't know where he is now, like 8. Licht, I think, retires. Aidan Tubbs retired, Drummond's retired, Gio Damley. I think Licht's retired in the pits and then his car's gone nicely on the outside of turn one. Yeah, nice safe place for the AI to put the car there. So here we go. Looks like David probably has this in the bag now. He's not going to catch up. He's 2.5 seconds behind. Probably get a P2 out of this. We'll probably see 2 Mercedes on the podium as Aqua Ninja picks up another 3 seconds. That drops him down into P8, maybe P9. Ted will take the lead on track, but we'll probably see David finishing in 3rd place. Blowjob Killer picking up to another 5th time penalty, up to 15 seconds, as something's happened in the group behind. Lots of moving around. Macbeth goes into 3rd, but that shouldn't affect too much as Ted comes round the final 2 corners. He's let David pass, so that David will win. Oh no, one more lap to go. I thought that was the last lap, but this is the last lap. As Charlie Goat picks up another 3-second time penalty. I think Jesney has kind of thought, well, you've all got penalties, I'll just sit behind and pick up the places in the classification. So it looks like we're going to see David finish in 3rd, Ted in 2nd, Jesney, who on track finishes 6th and will probably finish 3rd, Tem in 4th. Then it gets complicated. It could be a belly in 5th. David takes the race win. Ted in 2nd. Here we go. Tem in 3rd. Charlie Goat. Jesney goes into 3rd. Tem in 4th. Macbeth in 5th. A belly in 6th. Charlie Goat 7th. Who would my driver of the day be? I'm not sure. Let's have a... So the game is given driver of the day to Tem. Let's have a look at... Won't let me... It's not letting me skip through. Well, that's not good at all. Right, it's not letting me skip through at all. I'll probably, let's say, yeah, Tem driver of the day for the sprint. I'm going to say David for the driver of the day for the feature. Just a solid performance from him. More or less led the whole way through. Tem for the sprint, yeah, going from P10 to P3 was impressive. I mean, even in the feature, he went from P13 up onto the podium. So, yeah, good performances from David and Tem. Unlucky for Jesney in the sprint, and then got sort of bogged down in the pack throughout the race in the feature. Ted Head, if it wasn't for the 3-second penalty, Probably would have been looking at a race win. So unlucky for him. A dominant week for Mercedes in Div 2. Yeah, so that is that. Um, if you've enjoyed, then remember to like and subscribe or follow. Yeah, you follow on Twitch, don't you? So yeah, follow on Twitch the Pit Stop Series F1. Um, if you fancy racing on a Monday or Tuesday, um, check out the partnerships channel on the Discord and come join us on DRL. We have our 11th season starting on Monday with our season opener at Monaco, of all places. So, yeah, feel free to drop me a DM if you want some more information on that. Yeah, cheers everyone for tuning in, and we shall see you next week. Cheers. Bye.